Well, Heidi Klum's annual Halloween party happened last night, along with the reveal of her highly anticipated costume. We've been waiting for this.
We have.
That's our first hot topic of the day, brought to you by How the Grinch Stole Christmas at Walton Art Center.
What was she?
She was something extraterrestrial.
Ooh.
So she's obviously been known for her extravagant costumes over the years. And this year, her and her husband arrived as a female and male version of E.T.
Yes.
On the red carpet. She said she decided to embody the character because E.T. has been part of most of our lives, and she's always been a big fan. The costume included, I love this, a glowing fingertip and a motorized headpiece with movable mouth and eyes. I think it's great. You can kind of see, like in some of the photos, I'm just looking at our big monitor. Look, they're kissing. Like her head is in the neck part. It's hilarious. You can see her little eyes.
Yeah, look at that. Man, fascinating.
I know. She
does such a good job. And E.T., I mean, phone home. Come on.
Phone home, honey.
Phone home.
Phone home.
Speaking of phone home and celebrity costumes, Courtney Cox brought back her iconic Scream character for Halloween. Baby bangs and all. So the actress took to Instagram to show off her costume as well as her costume-clad pups. The dogs dressed in ghost face outfits adorably sit in chairs while mom positions them in poses until actual Ghostface appears. And even though 24 years have passed since those choppy bangs hit the big screen for the first time, Cox still can't help but shiver when thinking about the haircut to this day. She said, quote, "There was nothing worse."
Girl.
A girl.
I know.
Yes,
but,
I know.
Oh my gosh. But
look
honestly,
at the pups, though.
They're so cute. I love that she kind of pokes fun at that now. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever wondered what happens to leftover costumes after the spooky season ends? I mean, where does all that merch
in
go
a black
when
bag
Halloween's over?
in my closet. Black trash bag waiting for next year.
Well, Nikki Ballas, she is the senior director of PR brand image at Spirit Halloween, said, "We sell them next year."
Okay.
Then she went on to say they have distribution centers and partners that kind of manage that process, but she did add, quote, "The goal is to sell as much of it as we can, but if we do have leftover products, especially classic items like witches and pirates that never go out of style, we use them next year," which makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think that we kind of get into this idea, I think our culture now, it's like, there's constantly new.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just it's kind of like that fast fashion. It's the same thing with costumes.
But there's got to be some carryover, right?
Oh, sure.
I mean, I'm sure you can find a Napoleon Dynamite costume out there year after year.
His costumes don't change.
Right.
Yeah.
Some other, like Scooby-Doo, you're going to find some Scooby-Doo.
Exactly.
But then you're going to add in some new things. So
yes, whatever's kind of trending.
Yeah, and I like the idea that they recycle these and upcycle them and use them again.
It sounds terrible that they would just go in the trash.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yes. Well, here's some non-Halloween related news. Tom Hanks recently revealed that his movie lines that fans quote to him the most, which, I mean, Tom Hanks is such an icon.
I know.
So the actor shared in some of the most memorable movies in history and starred in some of the most memorable movies in history and uttered some of the most memorable phrases in all of cinema. And he said that fans recite all sorts of lines back to him all the time. He said, quote, "People yell a bunch of stuff at me, you know. I get Wilson a lot." The two-time Oscar winner also said people say, "I'm Captain now," from Captain Phillips, even though that was not his infamous line.
Okay, now what would you yell at Tom? First of all, we wouldn't yell at Tom
I would
Hanks.
never yell at Tom.
But if you wanted to recite a line, what would you recite?
There are so many. How do you choose?
I know.
I might say something. I mean, I would choose some kind of line maybe only I would know. Like, "I'm in Vancouver." That's from You've Got Mail.
And then
he'd be like, how do you remember that very specific line?
That's hilarious.
Yes. "I was eloquent." You've Got Mail. If you can't tell, You've Got Mail. I
do
just
you like
watched
You've Got
Sleepless
Mail?
in Seattle also. So his rom-coms really...
No, I just love Tom Hanks. America's Sweetheart.
What would you yell at him?
You know what? Probably something from Toy Story.
Toy
There's
Story?
a snake in my boot.
Yeah,
I
that's
bet
a
you probably
classic.
that one.
Yes.